নমস্কার, আপনাদের সকলকে স্বাগত জানিয়ে শুরু করছি আজকের পর্বের বাংলা বলছে। আমি সুজিত চট্টোপাধ্যায় রয়েছি আপনাদের সঙ্গে। আজও বিশ্বকাপের গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ম্যাচ দিয়ে শুরু করব। পর্তুগালের সাথে সুইজারল্যান্ড রাত 8:30টায় যে ম্যাচ রয়েছে, সেখানে CR7-এর ম্যাজিক দেখার জন্য গোটা বাংলার মানুষ অপেক্ষা করে রয়েছেন। অন্যদিকে স্পেন ভার্সেস মরক্কো রাত ঠিক 12:30টার সময়। আমি বিস্তারিতভাবে যাব না, তার কারণ আমাদের সঙ্গে অত্যন্ত একজন গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ব্যক্তিত্ব স্পেন থেকে রয়েছেন। আপনারা প্রত্যেকেই তাকে চেনেন, মিস্টার কিবু ভিকুনা। মিস্টার কিবু ভিকুনা, যিনি আই লিগে মোহনবাগানকে শেষবারের জন্য চ্যাম্পিয়ন করেছেন এবং ডায়মন্ড হারবার ফুটবল ক্লাবকে তিনি প্রিমিয়ার ডিভিশনে তুলে নিয়ে এসছেন। সেই স্প্যানিশ পার্সোনালিটি মিস্টার কিবু ভিকুনা আমাদের সঙ্গে আজকে তিনি যোগদান করছেন এবং অবশ্যই মৈনাক মিত্র আমাদের সঙ্গে রয়েছে। আমি সরাসরি কিবু ভিকুনার কাছে যাব। মিস্টার কিবু ভিকুনা, ভেরি মাচ ওয়েলকাম টু Rplus নিউজ।
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Spain. Good evening there in India. How are you?
Oh, I am fine, Mr. Vicuna, and you are looking very nice and very alive and kicking. You are looking. Mr. Vicuna, my first question to you. We have seen the splendid Spain in their first match. They are thrashing like anything to Costa Rica. That is a 7-0. That is the last verdict, and gradually we have seen the falling down of Spain performance. In their last match, they even defeated. But today, in knockout, they are the match against Morocco. What is your prediction and how the Spain will adapt the strategy against Morocco?
Well, we have a very clear style. We are going to have the possession of the game. We have a very hard game against Morocco because Morocco lead their group in a difficult group with Croatia and Belgium. So I think that is going to be a very difficult game. I think that we are a better side. But Morocco is very difficult team to beat because they are very strong in the defensive phase. They are defending really well. So I hope that we are going to play same way as we play against Costa Rica or Germany, and even the first half against Japan. And hopefully we can pass through to the quarterfinals.
Mr. Vicuna, who will be the key person in today's match for Spain?
Okay, generally the key player in Spain is Busquets, is the captain defensive midfielder. But in this tournament, the key player is Morata, the striker. He has scored in 3 games that we play. He has scored 3 goals, 1 in each game, and I think is in a very good form. And especially today is going to be important because the two central defenders of Morocco perhaps is not the strong point of Moroccan team because they are not very fast, and Morata can create a lot of chances if he's running behind with timing.
We have seen Morocco team. They have a very good defense. They are they have very potential defensive lineup. And how do you think that tiki-taka, that magic, will in due progression of the match, it will gradually evolve, or from starting, the magic of tiki-taka will be shown?
Well, I think that the scenarios is going to be a Spanish national team playing possession and positional game. It's very difficult to create chances to Moroccan team, and we have to be very careful with their counter attacks, especially in the right side with Ashraf Hakimi, the right back, and Ziyech, the Chelsea player, as a right winger. We have to be very careful with this in this point and in this aspect of the game. And we have to not only have possession of the game, we have to create chances. And for example, in the second half against Japan, we were not able to create chances. Only at the end of the game that we have 2 chances to draw the game.
Mr. Vicuna, please be with us. You are very good in analyzing. You are a very great coach, we know, and we all love you. The Calcutta spectators always respect you. And please be with us. Moinak, Mr. Bhikuna যেটা বলছেন যে মোরেতা আজকে কিন্তু একটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা নিতে চলেছেন এবং হচ্ছে তিনি খুবই কনফিডেন্ট যে স্পেন প্রথম ম্যাচে অর্থাৎ কস্টারিকাকে যেভাবে থ্র্যাশ করেছে আজকে মরক্কোর সাথে ওরকম একটা ঝলক দেখা যাবে।
একদম স্পেনের পারফরমেন্স কিন্তু তেমন দেখা গেছে। মোরাতা দেখা গেছে যে প্রথম ম্যাচে যখন তুমি খেলতে নেমেছিলেন তখন সুপার সাব অর্থাৎ সাবস্টিটিউট হিসেবে এসে তিনি গোল করেছেন। পরের ম্যাচে আমরা দেখেছি তাকে প্রথম থেকে নেমেছিলেন এবং প্রথম ম্যাচেও তিনি মানে প্রথম থেকে নেমেও তিনি গোল করেছেন। অর্থাৎ মোরাতা বলে আলভারো মোরাতা, তিনি আগে চেলসিতে ছিলেন, অ্যাটলেটিকো মাদ্রিদে ছিলেন, তিনি কিন্তু এই মুহূর্তে একদম ফর্মের মধ্যে আছে। একদম স্ট্রাইকার যখন গোলের মধ্যে থাকে তার থেকে তো ভয়ঙ্কর কিছু হয় না। তো সেই জায়গা থেকে কিভু ভিকুনা একদম আর সঠিক কথাই বলেছেন যে আলভারো মোরাতা হচ্ছে আজকে প্লাস পয়েন্ট। কিন্তু আমারও একটা জিনিস একটু কিবুর থেকে জানার আছে যে কিবু স্যার, আই উড লাইক টু নো ওয়ান থিং দ্যাট হোয়াট উড বি দ্য স্ট্র্যাটেজি ফর স্পেন, বিকজ ইন দ্য লাস্ট ম্যাচ এগেন্স্ট জাপান we have seen that there might be some overconfidence which had let them down. So do you feel they are the favorites in today's match against Morocco? So can this be any problem, can this be any something negative, because they are always favorite against Morocco and they are having some overconfidence as well, though they have lost last match. So what could be the strategy of Luis Enrique?
Well, as you said, it's going to be very difficult because we have in the last World Cup in the 1918, we play against Morocco in the group phase, and it was a draw 2-2, and we scored in the last minute. So we know that is going to be tough. Both teams with same formation, 1-4-3-3. But with different style. Spain with more possession and positional game, and Morocco more defensive style, more defensive objective, but with very dangerous counter attack. I think that we have to be careful. We are going to have more the ball than the opponent, but we have to create chances. In the last game, as you said, in the last game against Japan, we had the ball, but we didn't create too many chances. But I think also that in the last game against Japan, we did some changes. Today, we are going to start probably with similar team as we play against Costa Rica and Germany. So we will see. I expect a game with Spain with more possession of the ball, but we will see if, which is going to be the team which is going to create more chances.
Mr. Vicuna, today Spain and Morocco, the game will be played against the backdrop of the long and complex relationship between two border nations. Any kind of psychological pressure, because you are the best person to answer that.
And because that Kivu Vikuna has already played the East Bengal Mohunbagan match, and the psychological pressure he should know better than anyone else.
Exactly, that's why Moinak, he is the best person to answer that.
Well, I think that the pressure is a privilege. That means that the pressure that the Spanish and Moroccan team they have, the players that they are going to have the pressure, is because they are playing the World Cup. Only you have pressure if you are playing important games. As you said, East Bengal Mohunbagan is a privilege to play this kind of games and this pressure. Another thing is that we are going to play away, we can say, because they expect for more than 40,000 people from Morocco and only 5,000 people from Spain in the stadium. So we are going to play away, but you know, this kind of players, they are playing every time, home and away. They are very professional players, and they know how to manage and how to handle these situations. So I think that is going to be important for me. I think that perhaps is the most important game in the history of Moroccan football, because they never have been in a quarterfinals, and they have a very big chance. And for Spain also is going to be very important to show that this young team is able to progress and to be between the best eight teams in the competition.
Moinak, Yasin Bonu, goalkeeper, Morocco striker, Yusuf নেসেরি স্পেনে তারা খেলেন এবং তার সাথে হচ্ছে হাকিমি, অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ আশরাফ হাকিমি, যে জার্মানিতে খেলে। এই তিনজন প্লেয়ার অত্যন্ত মরক্কোর জন্য আমরা দেখেছি খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকার দিকে তারা যায়। কোনো এই ক্ষেত্রে তোমার কি ম্যাচ রিডিং?
দেখো, অবশ্যই তারা কিন্তু কাউন্টার অ্যাটাক বেস ফুটবল খেলবে এবং কাউন্টার অ্যাটাক বেস ফুটবল খেললে যত বেশি তারা কাউন্টার অ্যাটাকে যাবে ততই কিন্তু স্পেনের যে রক্ষণ, সেই রক্ষণের বিপক্ষে কিন্তু দৌড়ে অর্থাৎ গতি দিয়ে তারা চেষ্টা করবে ম্যাচটাকে বার করা। তারা কিন্তু এখনও পর্যন্ত আনবিটেন টিম, ফলে সেই জায়গা থেকে কিন্তু তাদের যেটা প্রচেষ্টা থাকবে অবশ্যই যে কোনোভাবেই ঘর গুছিয়ে আক্রমণে যাওয়া, যাতে গোলটা না হয়। আমরা কিন্তু এই ধরনের ফুটবল অতীতেও দেখেছি যে ঘর গুছিয়ে আক্রমণ করেই একটা দল 2006 সালে ইতালি চ্যাম্পিয়ন হয়ে গেছিলো, কোনো ম্যাচে গোল খাবো না, গোল না খেলে ঠিক টাই ব্রেকারে যাবো। তো আমিও কিবুর কাছে একটা জিনিস জানতে চাইবো যে কিবু, one thing I would like to know that will Spain অর্থাৎ লুইস এনরিকে's side will they try to end the match within 90 minutes or 120 minutes? Because if they go to tiebreaker, I mean if the match progresses in tiebreaker, it could be anybody's game. Either it could be on Morocco's way, because they will be there will be a psychological advantage for them there to stop Spain from scoring within 120 minutes. So will Spain, Luis Enrique's side, it's very younger side, though they have some senior footballers like Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, but will they try to win the match within the 90 minutes? In that case, they will not only have any sorts of pressure, but they will also get boost up for the next match as well.
Well, for sure they want to beat Morocco in 90 minutes for sure. But also we know that the matches now are very even. Even in the last competition we played in the Euro Cup, we advanced in quarterfinals in the penalties, and we lost in the semifinals with Italy in the penalties. So every game is very difficult. But for sure Spain wants to beat Morocco. They are not going to play different. They are going to play the same style that with Luis Enrique in the last 4 years. That means proactive football, playing the ball from behind, trying to have more the possession of the game. We can say that in the 3 matches Spanish national team played, they have an average of more than 75% possession of the game. This is unbelievable. So this is the style. You can like, you can don't like, but this is the style Spanish national team is going to play. Try to be the main character of the field in both. When we are attacking, when we are defending, we are going to press high and try to recover the ball as fast as possible and as high as possible. So they are going to try to beat Morocco in 90 minutes.
Mr. Vicuna, frankly speaking, after 2010, I'm very much fond of Spain's style of football playing. Today, another match with Portugal and Switzerland. If Portugal wins and Spain win, they will meet in quarter final, 10th December. So how much you see the chances of Portugal?
Well, in the last competition, Spain and Portugal played. They were in the same group in the Nations League Cup in Europe, and in the same group were not only Portugal and Spain, also Switzerland. And Spain in the last match, we won in Portugal 1-0, and we lead the group and we qualified to the final 4. But it was, I think that Spain 11 points, Portugal 10, and Switzerland 9. So it was very, very close. And Switzerland is a very solid team, very difficult to beat. In the last years, they beat France in the last Euro Cup. They qualify now to next round, to the final stage in the World Cup, and and Italy was eliminated. In two months ago, they beat Spain. So it's a very difficult side. So I think that Portugal is favorite because they have better players individually, but perhaps we can say that that Switzerland is a better organized team tactically.
Kivu, what I would like to know, another thing is, we know you are very fond of another nation, that's Poland. You are nationality of them. You have the nationality of that. So if you see this year's Qatar World Cup, we can see that European clubs like European teams like Poland, Spain, Germany, they are finding it hard to progress because of maybe there's some climate issue already. Brazilian footballer Rodrigo has said that there are some climate issues, like the temperatures is quite high to play over there, because European style of football, the atmosphere, the climate in Europe is much more colder than the Qatar. So do you feel the artificial air in the Qatar stadium, the oxygen, the climate, the heat of the Qatar is also playing, making it hard for the European teams, because they are not much more used to the climate of the Asian sides and Asian Qatar?
I think that the conditions are similar to all the teams, but it's true that some of the teams, especially in the east of Europe, they were coming they were traveling to Qatar from we can say from winter to summer, or from winter to spring, no? So it's not easy. But on the other hand, we can say that in all over the world, the football is improving and is increasing, is growing up. For example, the performance of Asian teams were fantastic, especially with Japan, South Korea, Australia, even Saudi Arabia. So this is a very good news for Asian football, and especially to Indian football, to show that and to see that the gap between European football, South American football, and Asian football is closer and closer. And I think it's a good news for all the people that we love Indian football and we love Asian football as well.
We have seen, Kivu, that it's the only Strait of Gibraltar which have divided the two nations, Morocco and Spain. So the Spanish style is much more tiki-taka, the way you have also tried to implement in Mohan Bagan last time in 2019, when Joseba Beitia was there, Fran Gonzalez, Fran Morante, all of them were there. You tried to implement that. On the other hand, if you see the Morocco style of play, they used to play much more counter-attack based football and power football. So what do you think? What will be the strategy of Luis Enrique? Will they go by the tiki-taka formation with the ground pass, related pass, or will he try to use both the flanks, both the wings much more in case of aerial ball? Though the Morocco defenders have quite a great height of more than 6 feet, 6.2 feet in average. So what could be Luis Enrique's formation or strategy into this match?
The strategy is going to be the same. The style is going to be the same. Try playing the ball from behind, trying to look for players between lines. For example, Pedri and Gavi, with wingers very wide, and a striker trying to play between lines, and also running behind, and marking in attack. No, with offensive balance is going to be very important. Don't let the Moroccan team to run, because they are very fast. Boufal, Ziyech, El Nesiri, the striker, and they are dangerous players in the counter attack. And also the two fullbacks overlapping, no, Ashraf Hakimi and Mazraoui in the other side. So the style they are not going to change, but of course strategically they are going to be careful with the strong points of Moroccan team. That is, as you said, is one of the strongest point is the counter attack.
Mr. Vicuna, as you were said just earlier, that South American style of football, European style of football, or Asia are coming very closer. One question in that respect: other teams, European teams like England, France. Or yesterday we have seen Croatia or Spain, to whom you are just keeping your bet in 4 nations of Europe, most probable, and of course Netherlands.
Yes. Now in this moment 6 teams qualify, from 4 from Europe and 2 for South America. We are going to see fantastic games in quarterfinals. Netherlands against Argentina, England against France, Croatia. That we cannot forget. That is the last finalist in the World Cup. They played the final against France in Russia in the 1918. And we will see today, no, which teams they are going to qualify. In my opinion, Brazil and France, they are the main favorites in this tournament. Brazil, because they have the most solid team, because they defend really well. They have the best defenders in the competition, perhaps, or the best defensive structure. And also they have a lot of quality up front with Vinicius, Neymar, Rafinha, Richarlison. And France also very physical team, very strong physical team with arguably the best player in the competition right now, that is Kylian Mbappe. So I think that they are a little bit favorite, but we cannot forget about England, because they are in every competition they are performing better and better with a very young team. With some of the players that they were the world champions under 17 in India 5 years ago. And also, of course, Argentina with the last dance of Messi, and Netherlands. And we will see if who is going to join the quarterfinals, if Spain, Morocco, Portugal, or Switzerland.
Kivu, we have seen that Spain has got down in the last match. They have lost the match against Japan, while Morocco has won their match. So, what should be the ambience atmosphere in dressing room? I mean, you are a coach, so you can make it clear that what kind of vocal tonic, in your language you called it pep talk. So, what kind of pep talk do the coach give? Because it's a knockout round. How do the coach boost up the players so that they should forget the last match of the group stage? Because it's like from knockout round, it's just like a new tournament with a new strategy, new planning.
Yes, the mental aspect is going to be very important, but you cannot forget that Luis Enrique made some changes in the squad. That the first half was really good, and the second half Japan played better. They won the game deservedly because they scored 2 goals. But on the other hand, we played very well against Costa Rica and against Germany with the same team. So I think that Luis Enrique talk about the best point that we have. We are with the most we can say the same team in the last competitions, and I think that there are more strong points in the Spanish national team than the weaknesses.
We have seen last year in last World Cup that Spain versus Portugal match, it was a 3-3 draw. So will there be any chance? I mean, what should be your prediction? Can we see the Spain and Portugal quarter final in 2022 Qatar World Cup as well? I mean, all the football fans will be waiting for it, because Ronaldo versus Spain once again, that could be great for us.
It would be a very good news to Spain. That means that we advance to quarterfinal. But step by step, we have today in 1 hour and a half we have a very difficult game against Morocco. We respect very much Moroccan team because they are playing really well in this championship. So we need our best version to advance to quarterfinals, and hopefully we can do it.
Mr. Vicuna, my last questions to you. You are very much part and parcel with our football culture, I mean in Indian football culture. Ever India will really compete? Really, now it's a big questions, because after seeing the Japan and South Korea, will ever compete in World Cup?
Yes, sure. As I said before, this is a very good news to Indian football, that Asian football is competing face to face to the best national teams in the world. I think that the first step is done. India is going to play next Asian Cup. And we have to dream loudly, and to dream big, because I don't know when, but I'm sure that Indian football soon is going to play a World Cup, but step by step, but working and training and giving opportunities to Indian young players, and trying to improve every competition in Indian football.
Moinak, last questions, please, Tumi Koro.
We hope that Spain progresses to the round of 8, I mean the quarterfinals, and we can meet you once again on Saturday with the quarterfinal of Spain.
Thank you very much.
Very thank you to Mr. Vicuna for your valuable opinion for today's match and overall the World Cup perspective. Thank you very much, Mr. Vicuna. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A pleasure to be with you today.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. আমরা শুনলাম কিবু ভুকনা যিনি কলকাতার ফুটবলে একজন সাকসেসফুল কোচ এবং মোহনবাগানকে আই লিগ জয়ী করেছেন এবং কলকাতা ফুটবলের সাথে অত্যন্ত পরিচিত এবং ডায়মন্ড হারবার ফুটবল ক্লাবের সাথেও তিনি একটা স্তরে নিয়ে উঠিয়ে নিয়ে এসেছেন। তার কাছ থেকে শুনলাম তিনি প্রচণ্ড আশাবাদী। মরক্কো আমরা জানি জিব্রাল্টার প্রণালী, যেটা মৈনাক বলছিল, দুটো দেশ পাশাপাশি এবং দুজনের মধ্যে স্বাভাবিক প্রতিবেশী দেশগুলো গোটা বিশ্বের রাজনীতিতে যেরকম একটা তার সামাজিক এবং রাজনৈতিক একটা প্রতিক্রিয়া পড়ে, তাই আজকে খুব উত্তেজক ম্যাচ একটা হতে চলেছে। রাত 8:30টার সময় এবং 12:30টার সময় পর্তুগাল ম্যাচ আমরা দেখব। তার কারণ প্রত্যেকের ভালোবাসার এবং আমরা সমর্থন করি। এবং কিবু ভিকুনা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট একটি কথা বলেছেন, যেটা বাংলার মানুষ দেখতে চাইছে, শুনতে চাইছে। ভাই সোজা কথা, সেটা হচ্ছে ফাইনাল যেন ব্রাজিল এবং আর্জেন্টিনার হয়। সম্ভাবনা কতটা রয়েছে জানি না, কেন সেমিফাইনালেও হয়তো ব্রাজিল আর্জেন্টিনা মুখোমুখি হয়ে যেতে পারে। এরকম একটা পরিস্থিতিতে বিশ্বকাপের জন্য একটি আদর্শ মুহূর্ত, নচেত কোনো একটি দল হয়তো ফাইনালে উঠবে। তবে এই দুজনকে ঘিরে কিন্তু প্রত্যাশাটা রাখছে এবং ইউরোপে যে ফুটবল ঘরানা এবং এশিয়ার ফুটবল ঘরানা এবং সাউথ আমেরিকা অর্থাৎ ব্রাজিল থেকে শুরু করে আর্জেন্টিনা বা উরুগুয়ে, প্রত্যেকের ফুটবল ঘরানা ভীষণ কাছাকাছি চলে আসছে। এটা একটা খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ কথা বললেন কিবু ভিকুনা। আমরা বাংলা বলছেতে রয়েছি, এবার বাংলার অন্যান্য খবরের দিকে অবশ্যই নজর রাখতে হবে। একটা বিরতিতে যাচ্ছি, ফিরছি, সঙ্গে থাকুন।